Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I am your host. Let's get into it. CZ posts on X about Ceffu, and Binance US contradicts SEC claims, adds to confusion. I don't know why it would add to confusion. I'm probably sure he's denying what the SEC says. That's about it, but we'll see what happens. Stanford's returned millions in crypto donations from FTX. Stanford University. Feeling guilty about taking money from FTX, returning that money. That's all a scam anyways, man. College is a scam. All right. And last but not least, Coinbase crypto lobbying campaign to focus on 4 swing states. Are you in those states? Is crypto important to you when it comes to the elections? We shall see in this article what's going on. Guys, to the market. Current market cap right now, guys, sitting at 1.07 trillion. Current Bitcoin dominance 49.2%, ETH dominance 18.3%, and a whopping 11 Gwei will get you any transaction. Believe it or not, fear and greed index ticking up. 42 still considered neutral, but we were down into 34s, if I remember correctly, 32s when Bitcoin was pulling back, and now that Bitcoin has shown some kind of stability, sort of above 27, we're ticking up. All right. Top 100. Again, it's still kind of sideways in my opinion. There are some things that have moved. I haven't seen anything significant, like crazy significant, but we'll blow through the top 100 per usual and see what is going on. As I blow through, probably good idea to start looking at the weekly on a lot of these cryptos, because it's been slow ticks up. That's what I've noticed. If you look at these charts, these are just slow ticks up over the course of a week, as opposed to something super volatile in a 24-hour period. For example, XRP, 6.5% on the weekly, crushing the top 5. So anyways, we'll move on. And again, Toncoin, 30% on the week, 10% for Solana. Was 8% on the week for Litecoin, down 3% for the day though. So again, 12.97% for the week on Chainlink, 13.15% for Cosmos, things like that. But let's blow through here, guys. Maker looking good for the week, 14.59. 10% on the week for IMX, 20% on the week for Rune, 11.52 for XEC, KuCoin shares getting a bounce, CFX 11.51 on the week. IOTA getting its butt kicked, down 12% for the week. Almost 10% for Curve after the FUD they had about a month ago. KLAY Clay down 8.18 for the week. Gala down 3% on the day. $9.32 for Woo, 7.56 for AR, and Rose up 10% on the week. So guys, that's all we got for the top 100. Again, not too much going on the daily, but the weekly candles are looking decent because of these slow ticks up. Okay, Bitcoin. Here we go. 4 hour. I gotta be honest, guys. I'm really feeling that this that originally was support is now flipped into resistance, which is the bottom trend line of the original descending wedge that we broke down from, that we were in for a little over a month and a half. Yeah, before we broke out of it, something like that. Month and a half. Support, Sapporo. I'm an idiot. Support and then broke through it. See you later. Bye. Okay. And now resistance, resistance, resistance again. It's weird that that's still in play with these giant swings, these gaps. But also what we're potentially seeing too, now that I'm, backing out is always good. But staring at this, what do we see here? This is a daily. Guys, this could be a double bottom. So, if you're new here and you've never heard me talk about charts, the monthly is just giant candles. I'm trying to see. Okay, let's go back to the forum. This could potentially be a double bottom, guys. Okay, if you're new here and you've never seen me go over charts, first of all and foremost, I am not a financial advisor, nor is this financial advice. Half the time, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm some random dude in a room making YouTube videos. I don't know how to trade. I don't even know my name. Who am I? I'm not important. Okay. If you're new here, you've never seen me go over charts, there's one thing that I try to explain is let the charts tell you what you see. Do not have bias. Be prepared for a move to the upside. Be prepared for a move to the downside. Even every indicator on the planet that's telling you that a setup can move one direction, it still has a potential chance to move in that opposite direction. Most setups, most patterns are usually about 68%, 69%, 68%, something like that, that will move in the direction that you're expecting. But that means there's a definite good percentage that could also move to the opposite side. It's just an edge. Why I'm bringing that up is what I'm getting at is when I'm looking at charts, I'm looking for ideas. These are always ideas. And I'm looking for ammo to build an idea. And the more ammo I have for an idea, the stronger the chance that I will lean in that direction of that idea, if that makes sense. So when I'm going, well, it might do this, it could do this, it could do that, I'm not trying to be vague. I'm going, use these as your arsenal, as your weapons to make a decision on what you're going to do. So when I'm looking at certain things and we've been paying attention to this trend line, I'm also backing out and going, okay, well, this is potentially double bottom too. So if we do break this trend line, if we do break this 27.3 over here, that's been a nightmare resistance, we could rip, right? Because this is almost a classic double bottom. Unless you count this as a fake out, and then, again, we're changing ideas, but that's the game. These are all just ideas. Bottom, move to the upside, bottom, right? Which, the point of me bringing that up, double bottom would be a bullish reversal pattern, okay? With potential to move to the upside. Well, a stronger potential to move to the upside. So keep your eye on that. Shorter time frames, shorter ideas, flag, breakout, and then this nonsense. I don't even know what you want to call this, but if we're just playing levels, this could potentially be a flag right here. Right, and I'll leave these up here so you guys can keep an eye on that stuff just for fun. That's on the 4 hour. Let's see it on the 3. Ugh, light looks like dog shit. Yeah. Back to the 4. So that could potentially be a flag. We could get a break to the upside out of this. If we do, the levels I'm watching, again, 27.3, we have to break that and turn that into resistance. Again, I'd keep an eye on this downward sloping trend line from the original descending wedge that we broke out of way back over here. I know it sounds ridiculous, man, but we keep hitting this line. Look, it sounds weird because it's just this weird extended trend line. But look, I mean, if if we were using it to make trades and go into shorts, every time we've hit this damn thing or gotten close to it, see you later, buy. See you later, buy. See you later, buy. It's not like bouncing off of any of my resistance or support lines that I've had from back in the past, except for the 27.3. So, okay, I'm going to finish this, trying to wrap this up real quick. I know I talk way too much. I apologize. Potentially a flag here. Look for a breakout of this flag. If we do break out of this flag and it looks like it's a flag kind of setup and it breaks out, we have to break 27.3. Not only do we have to break it, we have to flip this into potential support. If we rip right through it, look for a chance to bounce off of this. If we don't break through this, this is not a bad area to, again, I'm not trading right now, guys. Again, I've told this, if you're new, this is why I'm re-explaining this. I'm just building positions. Believe it or not, any of these green levels you've seen here are usually where I have buy orders in place for Bitcoin. But if you are swing trading, if you are looking for, or leverage trading, looking for things to get into shorts, longs, etc., this is probably not a bad place to put in a short, or even this 27.3. If it looks like, if we hit 27.3 again, and we don't start putting in, several minute candles, a couple 15-minute, 30 minutes, hour candles above this, not a bad place to put in a short. Even this downward trend line, not a bad place to put in a short. Just based on previous resistance. Stop losses, I would probably, believe it or not, if I open a short when we hit this, if we hit this trend line again, I would probably put stop losses probably about that 27.6, somewhere right about in there. Yeah, that would be where my head's at. So again, outside of that, the biggest line I'm looking for us to go bullish short term, the biggest thing I want to see us do is turn this 27.981, or we can just call it 28 for a psychological level. I want to see that flipped into support. Until we do that, unless we just rip to 30 out of nowhere, until we change 28 into support, I am still slightly bearish on the short term. I wonder why. Okay. For someone who's not in any swings or any day trades or any leverage trades right now, I'm looking at that going, I don't see us going any higher until we flip 28. I just don't. So that's all I've got. Yeah, if you guys have any questions too, reach out to me on X. The X profile at BoringCryptoIO. Any questions, things like that, guys. And make sure you spell it correctly. I don't think I'm big enough yet with the 22 followers that anyone's gonna start faking this account, but eventually that might start happening. Just make sure you're typing it correctly. But yeah, any questions, things like that, by all means, reach out to me on X, and I will try to do my best to help you guys out. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the news and get you guys out of here. CZ posts on X about Ceffu, and Binance US contradicts SEC claims, adds to confusion. It is more than likely that BAM still doesn't understand why Ceffu is, the SEC stated after trying to untangle the web of relationships between entities. After a judge declined to give the United States Securities and Exchange Commission unfettered access to Binance US software at the hearing on September 18th, Binance CEO CZ took to X to make a statement about one point of contention with the SEC. For the record, Binance US does not use and never has used Ceffu or Binance custody. You can't just make this stuff up, CZ said in a September 19th post. CZ's statements did not make the record any clearer. The role Ceffu played in Binance US's ecosystem has been a concern for the SEC's because Binance US has agreed to the SEC's June 17th consent order, which stated, for the avoidance of doubt, US-based personnel for BAM trading and BAM management will have complete control over customer fiat assets and customer crypto assets. BAM is the Binance US holding company. Bloomberg reported in May, citing a 2022 corporate filing, that the company that the company that runs Ceffu was owned by CZ, who is not a US-based. Ceffu posted a statement on its website on September 15th disputing an SEC claim in September 14th Court filing that linked it to Binance US. Ceffu stated that it provides services in select jurisdictions, excluding the United States, among others. However, Binance US document titled Binance US Digital Asset and Custody Operations Policy that was marked confidential and submitted to the court on September 15th in a section titled Systems Overview, it stated, "We license wallet custody software and support services from Ceffu, previously Binance Holdings Limited. The Ceffu solution makes up a majority of our wallet technology. Binance launched Binance Custody in 2021. Ceffu was later rebranded from Binance Custody. In March, a Binance spokesperson told Cointelegraph that Ceffu was its independent institutional custody partner. In its September 18th court filing, SEC referred to Ceffu as a mysterious Binance-related entity that pointed out that Binance US has been inconsistent in its descriptions of its relationship with Ceffu in its dealings with the agency. It is more likely that BAM still doesn't understand what Ceffu is," the SEC stated. Yeah, I don't get any of that. I gotta be honest. I'm not that deep into what's going on over at Binance. If you do, let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Moving on. Stanford returned millions in crypto donations from FTX. University said it intended to return the entirety of funds received from former cryptocurrency exchange FTX, which it claims were mainly pandemic-related prevention and research. My ass. Well, it wasn't money that we were just putting in our pockets. Of course not. It's mostly for this. California-based university, Stanford University, said it plans to return all funds it received from the now defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX, according to a report from Bloomberg. Stanford received a total of $5.5 million. Here's $5.5 million. Do what you want with it. In gifts from FTX-related entities in the time span between November of 2021 and May of 2022. In an email statement on September 19th, the university spokesperson said, "We have been in discussions with attorneys for the FTX debtors to recover these gifts, and we will be returning the funds in their entirety." I'm sure they were. They were probably all shit in their pants once Sam got arrested. The statements from Stanford clarify that it received gifts from the FTX Foundation and FTX-related companies largely for pandemic-related prevention and research. I think that's bullshit. Both parents of former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, Alan Joseph Bankman, and Barbara Fried are legal scholars who have taught at Stanford's law school. Weird. What a connection. Stanford's renouncement of the monetary support from FTX comes as SUS parents are accused of stealing millions from the crypto exchange. Mind you, they weren't planning on giving it back until Sam's mom and dad got arrested. Right. This shit is deep. FTX debtors launched a lawsuit on September 18th against the two, alleging they misappropriated funds via their involvement with the exchange to, quote-unquote, enrich themselves directly and indirectly by millions of dollars, like indirectly siphoning money through a gift to Stanford. Right. According to the court papers, Bankman has been alleged to have been a de facto officer at FTX Group. Court documents from these latest accusations claim that Bankman included Fried. That's so weird to read it like that. That dad included mom when he raised concerns regarding his annual salary of $200,000 that were not addressed by SBF and FTX US. According to the documents, dad was expecting an annual salary of $1 million. On September 19th, SBF lawyers argued in front of a 3-judge panel for early release from jail in order to prepare his upcoming trial scheduled beginning in October. They told her no. One of the judges in the hearing reportedly said the argument played by SCS legal team regarding his First Amendment rights has no play anymore due to his attempts to intimidate witnesses and former CEO of Alameda Research, Caroline Ellison. Oh, they're going to bury this dude. All right, let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of over it. I just want the court trial to start. The court date to start. Get it over with, man. Everybody's done with this dude. I'm more curious about how deep it is and how many other nasty people had their hands in it. And what the actual plan was besides just getting a bunch of money. But I'm kind of over Sam. All right, last but not least, Coinbase crypto lobbying campaign to focus on 4 swing states. A poll of voters in New Hampshire, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania found 55% would be less likely to vote for an anti-Web3 presidential candidate, said Coinbase. Crypto exchange Coinbase says it will focus its Stand with Crypto campaign on 9 states in the United States, including 4 swing states, where voters were polled as less likely to choose anti-crypto presidential candidates. The 4 swing states are New Hampshire, Nevada, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Are you in any of those states? Let me know in the comments down below. It's said in a September 19th blog. Polling in the fall of 2022 showed that in key states of New Hampshire, Nevada, Ohio, and PA, over half, 55%, of voters stated that they would be less likely to vote for candidates who oppose crypto and Web3, said Coinbase, citing survey data collected in a morning consult poll in 2022. The October published poll included 800 likely voters across the 4 states. Between 13 and 19% respondents in the 4 states claimed to own cryptocurrency at the time of the polling. Coinbase also cited that in Nevada, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, more than 40% of crypto owners use blockchain to remit money overseas to help family members pay for food, housing, and healthcare for far less than what banks typically charge with international wire transfers. The Cryptos Exchange Stand with Crypto campaign is a 14-month-long campaign launched in August, pushing for crypto legislation in the country. Coinbase said the campaign will focus on the 4 swing states, as well as Arizona, California, Georgia, Illinois, and Wisconsin, which have an over-index regarding crypto owners. While a growing number of elected officials in Congress are advocating for legislation to regulate crypto and drive progress in the financial system, others are simply choosing to protect the status quo. Coinbase is also set to organize a quote-unquote Stand with Crypto Day, which will take place in Washington, D.C. on September 27th, coming up real quick, 7 days, 1 week from today, to advocate for better cryptocurrency innovation and policy. The campaign will also call on crypto owners and supporters to call their members of Congress and ask them to pass clear, sensible legislation. Today we kick off this effort by rallying the collective energy of the community and taking the fight off X, formerly known as Twitter, and onto the phones. The campaign will encourage crypto owners and supporters to take 1 minute of their day to call their member of Congress and ask them to pass clear, sensible legislation, it added. Let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. That is all I've got. Bitcoin one last time. I'll tell you this much. V-shaped rebound. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high. That's a little wonky right there. But higher high, higher low, higher high. If we bounce here, higher low. That's bullish movement. So we shall see what happens. But outside of that, my friends, if you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, watch the videos, please share the videos. Let's expand. Let's spread adoption of crypto. Let's blow the channel up. And above all, if anything, do anything. Like the videos. That's the best way you can help the channel grow. That's the best way you can help crypto adoption. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.